Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Grown Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Welcome to my mess. Today is October 17th of 2025. It's Friday. It's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius. It's about, I would say, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Nice and cloudy out, as you can see through the window. Today I went to Home Depot and I found something, but what is it? They don't mark the plants. Why they don't mark the names on the plants, I have no idea. There's nothing there for me to check. But from my experience, it looks like, well, what do you think it looks like? Looks like a Fukian tea to me. Same thing with the trunk and everything. So what we're going to do is, I got my, when I gave my Vancouver geranium away, I think the person overwatered it too much because it's all rotten on the inside here. Everything is squishy and ushy. So I'm going to take it out, and as you can see, there's no growth on this at all. But we tried to give it life and nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Mr. Bear out. What I'm going to do is put this into here. We can always do the sand on the side. And who's coming to visit, everybody? Who's coming to visit? Is it Kevin? Is that Kevin? He wants to be on camera. Here is Kevin. He's checking out the bonsai trees and what I'm doing. So all I'm going to do is take some of this out and put it on the side. And he's checking out the situation here. So I'll take some of this out and I'll put it into here. Kevin's on camera. The star of the show. Kevin, you're a riot. Okay. So while Kevin's nosing around here, what I'm going to do is take this out because all they put on here is lives well in your home. Gives you the care and maintenance, and it just tells you live in Accents Bonsai. But you can see, nothing on there. So we're going to take it out of the slip pot that they put it in. Put that pot on the side, and there's a hole there. Kevin, I don't know what you're doing here. I'm going to take this out, and it's got a good root system. So we'll put this on the side for the time being. Kevin, you're hogging the show. Kevin, you are hogging the show. Let me put this back a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Come on, little guy. Oh, there you go. So there's the tree. Here's the roots. Got a good root system on it. So it's probably a cutting. That's how they propagate it. So I'm going to get Matt's root hook on this one. If I can find your root hook, Matt. There it is. We'll just take some of this moss off. I don't know if it'll grow. Kevin's crying for food. But we fed him upstairs. We fed him downstairs. And he's getting to be a Mr. Fussy Pants. I only want certain food. I don't know what I try. And this cat, I don't know. Sometimes he eats it. Sometimes when I get the food, I get the best food. He just licks the gravy out of it and leaves the rest. But he likes when my wife makes him chicken, white meat, so he eats that. So we're just taking all this out. Now, I don't know what this is here. This is something that has roots on. As you can see it has roots. So if this is part of the tree, I don't know until we get all this stuff off. Let's get it out of there. Now that soil's still good in that pot. It's got a good Tez mix in there. What I'm going to do is put some azus in there. And all I'm going to do right now, you can see the fine soil, how they got it in there. I guess that was mainly for rooting. So right now, since this is just, feels just like peat, so I'll take my ironwood cutters. You know, nothing cuts wood like ironwood. Yeah, it's a good tool. Love these tools. Best tools I ever bought. And what did Tom do? Almost cut himself. Tom, you gotta watch your fingers. Oh yeah. Well, nothing bleeding yet. So we get this out of the way. Boy, I just missed myself. That was good. So now this thing has a good root system, but I don't know. This is just a root here. So I think I'm going to go in there and cut that off. And I thought it was a root. It's got some root on there. I'll throw that in the water there, see what happens. And then you can see on this, there's a branch here that we don't need. It's just sticking out there. It's green. You know what? I need my stronger ones. I need my needle nose ironwood tool. Clip that. Cut that off. And then we got one growing right through here. So we're just going to get rid of that one. So I use my, where is it? My ratcheting pruner from Ironwood. Get that out. And we're just going to cut it right about here. I don't know if you can see it, but right about there. Just going to cut that off. Nice, easy breezy cut. And now that's pretty close to the bottom there, so this could be sticking out like this. That's all right. Now this one on the top. This one has no growth on it. Just a little bit, but we'll just cut this to here. And I think we're just going to cut this off. Let's get this out of the way. So you can see this one branch is coming out and this one's coming out this way. So that's all right. We'll leave this open. And if we take this one off, leaves me with a big dead branch over here. So let's get rid of that. And then this one over here, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to throw them in water. Maybe I can root them. I got a new rooting hormone, so let's throw them in the water. And if this one's going out, we'll have a nice, better tree. So we're just going to cut this one off. Now see, you use it to your own discretion, how you're going to prune your trees. And you can see the little flower buds that we're starting to start on there. Throw that in the water. So now we got a nice little looking tree. Now this big hump over here, how am I going to get rid of that? Well, let's see if I got them over here. I got these big heavy toenail clippers. Oh, I know it's not the right name of the tool, but I call them toenail clippers. That's what they remind me of. Take that off just like that. And all this is pretty good. Maybe we'll get some growth in there. So then I'm going to take, let's see, what color do I have? Well, I'm just going to take my red lipstick here. And I like, lipstick is better than paste cut for me, that cut paste. I like it better. Seals the wounds nice. You can see it. But if you want something that looks like cut paste, you can get gunmetal lipstick. And once you put it on the tree, people will think you're using the cut paste, but you're not. It's just lipstick. And lipstick works. You can see this one where they cut it, it's starting to heal over. So let's put the lipstick away before I get it all over me. nice little root ball here. Let me get some of these out over here. Let's get some of these roots out. Now, this is where it was cut. Right here, and we cut enough off so I can cut this big knob off over here. I'm gonna have to use these because it's super thick. There we go. And there's no rocks in this soil at all, so that's good. So there you have it. Now we can have it and set it in the pot. Let's see where we can go from there. Let's get all this on the side. Put this down. And if you don't like the color of that lipstick, you can always get a dark brown lipstick. They sell that too. Go to the Dollar Tree, they're cheap. So before I do anything, I'm just going to wet the roots. Then I got my Mycos here. This is my Mycorrhiza beneficial bacteria. And I'm going to put it all over the roots. Just like that, all over the root system. Shake it up, shake it up. Cap on so it doesn't get any moisture on there. All this to the side. I like Matt's Root and Rake because he gave me one with a wooden handle, which I asked for, because that's good if you got arthritis and not cold on your fingers. So we can put this maybe like this. What do you think? Like this? No, I think we'll put it like this. Okay, so what we gotta do is gotta add a little bit of soil in there. Spread it out, spread it out. And you know what tonight is? Yes, sirree, it's Friday night. And what's Friday night? It's dance night. So Grandma, get Grandpa off that couch. Wives, husbands, get your sweetheart out of the kitchen or off the couch and have a little dance with each other. Why not? Listen to some big band music and just have a slow dance. You don't have to do no polkas or a twist or anything like that there. Unless you're young. There we go. Got all that in there. Now what are we going to do? We're going to take our chopstick and fire it in, fire it in, fire it into the root system, fire it in, fire it in. That's how we're doing it. Let me see if I can get this a little closer for you. Let me get this this heavy bucket of potting mix out of the way. There we go. And we'll just fire it in, fire it in. Fire it in. Don't worry about anything else but firing it in. And we'll get Mr. Elephant to give it a little drink of water to get it settled and get all the air pockets out. And we'll go from there. Okay. We got some clover growing in there. And by firing it in, it's nice and solid. But we're not going to put this outside, but I could put it outside if I wanted to. But if it rains hard, we're supposed to get some storms that might knock it over. So let me put some of this. I will leave it there. Put all the old roots there, this there. This is green. Maybe it'll root. I don't know. Let me get some more water in there. get it into there. Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties. Right, Mr. Elephant? Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties. We'll get the water running in through here real good. Get that all in there. And then we're going to take some of our coarse sand. And we're going to put it all over there. Around the tree. Because then I can put some more of that moss that I got soaking in water, the green moss, the Repti moss. Just like that. Let me get some sand in here. It's easier to hold a cup than to hold that heavy bucket. Just get it around the base of the tree real good. Hopefully with them big roots we cut off. Because I think they just stuck a branch in there, whatever rooted. But it's a good tree. And the plant was only, that's why I bought it. It was $12.98. Yeah, there's no name on here. Just Bonsai Serenity pot, 4-inch. Grown in Costa Rica Farms, Miami, Florida. So I have to look it up and see what it is. But I'm pretty sure it's a Fukian tea. Now, we're going to take some of our moss and spoon it out over here. Put it around the plant, around our tree. Some more green moss there. And just open it up and put it around. And we can also stick a rock back here. I know it doesn't conform to the mountain over there, our little scenery, but that could be like in the background. You're going to say, Tom, that's an eye poker branch. Well, if you look at it this way, everything's going to grow this way, hopefully. So when I put it outside, I don't know if you can see it. If you put it outside, it's going to grow a little bit better. I didn't want to put it this way because it wouldn't look right. This way, I think, is better. You're going to say, Tom, well, you want to look at it straight. Well, I can always cut this branch off later if this all branches out. But right now, I like it this way. And later on, I can always repot it and switch its position. But for now, for the winter months coming up, it's going to be in this low light, dark basement, and we're not going to give it any artificial light. Maybe I will put it outside, depends how hard it rains. Because it's still going to be a little warmer. It says 50 to 85 degrees it can take. But we'll see. We shall see what we shall see. Let's get that there. That moss there. Are you going to say, Tom, that bear's out of scale? No, it's not. He's right there. He's walking towards that faraway mountain. The faraway mountain. Okay, Matt, you gotta put your root right here. Let's put some of this here because it could be like a clayish type soil. So we're just gonna put the number 2 cherry red chicken grit all along here, just to give it a little pizzazz, a little dress up. The moss is going into the rock and everything. Just like that. I can also put some in here, like that. Some over there. just so that the moss is like growing in a different type of substrate. And we go from there. Moss hangs on, the moss hangs on. Just like that. We'll get a little clover growing through there. That'll be good. You can always prune it down. And that should be it. I like it this way because the tree's coming out this way. So we can always, when you show it, you don't have to show it front. You can always show it kitty corner, because that's what I want it to do, kitty corner. Come on, Tom, straighten it out. Little bit. There we go. She's in there solid. And there you have it. Our little Fukian tea. I'm pretty sure that all you out there that have a Fukian tea, you can let me know for sure. So you take care, everybody. Have a good night. It's dance night. Cup of tea. Put on some big band music. Don't forget Grandma, get Grandpa off the couch. Mom, Dad, relax with each other. A slow dance with some big band music. Sit back with a cup of tea and listen to when music was music. After the kids go to bed. You take care, everybody. Have a good night. And dance with your sweetie. Hey, we're still young. We still can move, even though we can't do the jitterbug or anything like that. Take care, everybody.